So I just bought some more Bitcoin, about $500 worth, and I want to talk about why I just bought some more Bitcoin. Now, right now the price is at about 9,700 or 9,600, and everyone's saying like, oh, the price is gonna drop all the way down. Some people are saying all the way down to like 6,000. I'm just like looking at the history, and it's like every time we get to below 10,000, we hover there for a few days, and everyone says, "Oh, it's doom and gloom, lots of FUD. The price is going to keep dropping," and then it never does. And I've been burned waiting in like this period here, and then like this period here, like waiting, for the price to go lower. But then, it always just spikes higher above 10K. So, like, I think the same thing's happening right now, where everyone's saying like, "Oh, it's going to drop to 6K," which I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it does drop lower, and people that are waiting, do buy in at a better price. But if we look at the big picture, right, like, I mean, if it's going to 100K, to me, anything below 100K is a good buy, right? Some people are saying it's going to go as high as like 400K, so, I don't really care if it goes a little bit lower in the short term. Like, I'm happy with anything below 10K right now. And, I mean, I'll definitely be checking it. Maybe it does drop a bit lower, but I mean, if I have the money to spend and it like takes a massive dip lower, maybe I'll buy in. But yeah, man, if we think about the bigger picture though, if this thing's really going to, let's split the difference. Let's say 200K, right? Like that's a 20x gain, right? And I know people are, like, I've heard people's predictions like, oh, like we're going to 16K by the end of the year, but it's like there was only one person saying we were going to even hit 10K by the end of the year. Like Bitcoin, once the price starts to take off, people start to wake up and FOMO into it. Like, I don't think anyone really knows where Bitcoin can go by the end of the year. Maybe it gets to 100K, but, I think maybe that's a little bit unlikely, but, like, look at this run, that we had back all the way from, like, April. It went from 4,000, to like almost 9,000 in 2 months, and then it went from like 7,000 to 13,000 in a month. It doubled in a month, right? So we already had that. That's not even the big run up. I mean, if we have another run like this, it could double in a month. Now, there's no indication right now that that's going to happen, but we've been having this massive coil, right, since this high of like 14K, and it's just like consolidating into this massive triangle. And I don't know, man. I think people are accumulating right now, right? Because everyone's saying like, oh, it's going to drop lower, it's going to drop lower. But I feel like that's the time to accumulate, when everyone else is saying, oh, is waiting for it to drop lower. Like that's when people are actually starting to accumulate. And maybe it does drop lower. I don't know. Maybe there will be a better price. But man, I'm just really excited for the long term when this thing really does start to take off. I mean, once it hits 20K, it'll be undeniable. I mean, there can't be any Bitcoin bears at that point. I don't know how you could be a Bitcoin bear if we get back to 20K, because it's like, it's back at, all-time highs. But anyone that's like looked into the history, it's like Bitcoin has a history of going parabolic and hitting, anywhere from like 10 to 20x or 30x. Or I actually don't know off the top of my head what the biggest max was, but something like that. And I don't know, man. Like this thing could go parabolic even sooner than I feel like people are saying. Like, I feel like no one actually knows like what's gonna, I mean, I guess this is the truth, right? Like no one actually knows. They're just educated guesses. But I think something really massive is gonna happen by the end of September or early October. I mean, this thing is just a massive triangle wedge that we got going right here. Maybe it doubles. Maybe it goes to 20K by the end of September. Could you imagine that? Now I feel like there's a low chance of that happening, but we've had it happen like a few months ago. We had it double in a month. I mean, so why not? But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to make a video. I've just been, spoke up a few hours ago, was like, just thinking about it, and I'm like, hey, let me just record a video. I'm just feeling super bullish on Bitcoin right now. So yeah, anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye.